Okay, so we're talking about central or main idea. So the central idea is what the text is mostly about. And so we look for text clues. We look for the headings. That'll tell us what something is what the central idea of something is about. We can look for visuals. We can look for the first or last sentence. Usually that can tell us what the main idea of something is about. And we can look for those repeated words in a text. Now, boys and girls, we look, and then we look for the central idea, and then we look for details that support that central idea. We look for those main ideas. Now, I have given you a reading passage, and the reading passage looks like this, and we are going to look for the main idea. And then we're going to look for 3 details that go along with the main idea. Now, when we're looking for the main idea in a passage or in a paragraph, the main idea can usually be found in the first or second sentence, or sometimes in the last sentence. Quite often it's in that first or second sentence. Usually, quite often the first sentence might be some sort of introductory sentence, and then we might have the main idea in the next sentence. But it's in the first few sentences of whatever we're reading. So now, this paper, does it have a title telling us what this passage is about? No, it just says central idea. So does that give us any idea of what we're going to read? No, that's not helping us. So we still don't know what the central idea of this is. So we're going to have to read the passage to figure it out. Now remember, we're going to be looking for some clues. We're going to be looking for some examples, some facts, some evidence. We're looking for text evidence. How many times have we heard the words text evidence this school year? And last year, Libby? A lot. We hear it a lot because we're always looking for evidence. We don't just make things up. We look for text evidence because that's how we know that we're right. We're looking for text evidence. Libby?
Are you doing this together?
Yes, we're going to do it together, so no worries. We're going to do it together. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to be looking for some text evidence. First, we're going to find the central idea. We're going to look for the text evidence for that. So here we are. It says, everybody let's put your eyes on your paper. And it says, there are 2 main types of trees, deciduous and coniferous trees. Deciduous trees lose their leaves in the fall. They can produce flowers which can be in the form of fruit or nuts. Some examples of deciduous trees are oaks, maples, elms, and birches. Coniferous trees have needles and cones instead of leaves. They stay green during the winter and don't have leaves that change color. Some examples of coniferous trees include pines, cedars, firs, and redwoods. Okay, so first off, let's say we were going to give a title to this passage. What do you think a good title for this passage would be? Olive?
Deciduous and coniferous trees.
Yes, that would be a good title for this. So now, let's think, what do you think would be the main idea that we could highlight? What would we highlight? Olive, what were you going to highlight? What did you...
The second sentence, deciduous and coniferous trees.
Well, I think maybe that's part of the first sentence. There's just a colon there. That's what confused you. So that whole first sentence, there are 2 main types of trees, deciduous and coniferous trees. Everybody, let's highlight the very first sentence. That's our main idea. Good job, Olive. Highlight the very first sentence. There are 2 main types of trees, deciduous and coniferous trees. They're called conifers. There and there. Okay, so that is our main idea. That's our central idea. So boys and girls, let's write that for the central idea. We've highlighted it, and now we can write that for our central idea. Central idea. Our central idea in this passage, there are two main types of trees. Okay, so that is what I have there. That is what I have written on my paper. Now, here's what we're going to do. We are going to look for details that support that there are two main types of trees. God bless you. What are some details that are in our article, that are in our passage, that we could write down that support this about the two main types of trees? What do we have here that we could write down for detail one, because we have details? What is a detail? Ivy, what's one of our details?
One of our details could be
Deciduous?
deciduous trees lose their leaves in the fall.
We could write that because that's the detail about them. Deciduous trees lose their leaves in the fall. Deciduous trees lose their leaves in the fall. No, we're writing it. That's one of the details about our trees. What's another fact that we learned? Kelsey. Coniferous.
Coniferous trees stay green all year.
Okay, coniferous trees stay green all year. That's another detail. Okay, and now we have room for a third detail. Okay, so what other detail would you like to add?
Coniferous trees include pines,
Cedars, firs.
and redwoods.
Okay, that could be a detail. Coniferous trees include pines, cedars, firs, and redwoods. flowers and ribbons. There you go. So those are all details that tell us something about this central idea about those two types of trees. So those are all details about those two types of trees. There isn't anything else about those trees, is there? I didn't write in there that I have a swing from a deciduous tree, did I? That I put a tire swing on my deciduous tree. I don't have that, but I just have information about the types of trees, characteristics of those trees. I just have information from this story, yes, from the
There's
text.
also one more.
There's several facts we could have written. We just picked 3 of the facts, or 3 of the details, I should say. We just picked 3 of the details.
Start it.
Good. Yes, we could star this.